And welcome back here to the Edmonton Oilers BGM mode here on NHL 15. And today we are starting the playoffs against the Vancouver Canucks after we leapfrogged the San Jose Sharks into third place in the division. So we're looking to get off to a good start here in this series. We're looking to get at least one win here in Vancouver to give us some momentum moving on into Edmonton. So, in case you were wondering about the controls, here they are for you until we wait for the start of this game.
With a hockey history that goes back into the 19th century, we are in Canada's westernmost NHL city. This is Vancouver, where tonight we are very close to the opening face-off for the Canucks. Good evening, everyone, from Vancouver. This is Eddie Olczyk, and I am Mike Emmerich, and we're thrilled to be here, not only because of the memory of the Winter Olympics in 2010 when Canada prevailed in men's hockey, but also the many experiences we've had coming here over the years. What stands out for you?
Well, the fan base, Doc. Win or lose, rain or shine, and there's a little bit of rain in Vancouver. The franchise gets great support from their fan base, and they become a perennial favorite to win the Stanley Cup. Recent success of getting to a Stanley Cup final a couple of years ago.
Let's look at the starting netminders. Ryan Miller, a career of brilliance. All-American at Michigan State, outstanding goalie in the AHL with Rochester, outstanding goalie in the NHL with Buffalo, outstanding goalie in the 2010 Olympics for Team USA. Not our observations, those were all awards. Foss, the choice for the crease tonight. He's earned the confidence of his coaches night in and night out, and thus he gets this start for the Oilers. The teams are ready, and so are we. Henrik Sedin's got the task of winning the opening draw for Vancouver.
So there you have it. And we start off this game here in the second period. Vancouver wins the faceoff. And they start off here with an early goal here. Nothing got in the first period, but Vancouver is starting out well here in the second with a goal. 37 seconds in from Radim Verbata. And there's a nice save by Fost here as we are looking to get on the board. Later in the second, Taylor Hall just skates right past that defender and does a little flick with his wrist there, and he puts Edmonton on the board here. 1-1, 7:03 into this period. Taylor Hall, our leading scorer for the team, comes up big here for us here in the second period. And an all-around nice goal there. Looked like a backhand. And he had Miller sitting on his butt there. He undressed him. Ties up the game. So here we are a few minutes later in the second, and Vancouver is looking to break it out. He jukes right past two of our defenders, and they dump it in. And our guy cannot break it out. That lets Vancouver keep the puck in the zone, and Fost lets that easy one in. A little tip in from Vancouver, and they hold the lead now, 2-1. That looked like a pretty easy goal there. Foss didn't go down on that one. It snuck right through. Got over too slow. In addition, he was down, it looked like, but he stood up. So we'll have to move on from that one. And Vancouver has the puck now, but Nugent Hopkins is putting some pressure on him. And they get the puck out of the zone. And they got a 2-on-2 here. Nice shot, but a save from Fost. And another shot tipped, and another save from Fost. Another save. And he lets that one go out to Nugent Hopkins. Almost a high stick there from Sedin. And Nugent Hopkins skates in, shoots, and he will score. He ties this one up. And gets Edmonton right back into this game. 16:51 into the second, and it's assisted by Faust. So the second period has been the only period in which goals have been scored so far, and we have a tie game still, 2-2. And again, Miller's left sitting on his butt for a nice goal. So here we are late in the third, and Vancouver had a chance, but Faust makes an amazing save there, and another save to keep us in this game. And yet another save, but Faust lets that one out. Gets it to Eberle. Eberle passes to Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins skating in. He shoots, and he will score! With 24 seconds left, Nugent Hopkins hits his second of the game, and he puts Edmonton up by 1 here in Game 1 of this series. And again, assisted by Faust. 19:36 in this game. And that was a heartbreaker for Vancouver fans here, folks. Nugent Hopkins, one of our top scorers in the regular season, comes up big here in this game and scores 2 goals. So we end up with the W here, and thanks to some amazing saves by Faust down the stretch, we are able to hang on. There you get a look at some of his saves. A great reactionary save there, and here is Nugent Hopkins' game-winning goal. Almost exactly the same as his first goal of the game, and he gets us the W. So we are going to sim up to the next game against Vancouver, still in Vancouver. But before we get to that game, we'll take a look at the playoff bracket. There you see Minnesota, Dallas. Chicago's up 2-0 on St. Louis. And we're looking to either face LA or Nashville if we can move on to the next round. So a win here in this game will be a big boost for us. So here we are in the first period, skating it up. And a save by Miller there. He passes it up. Pretty dangerous pass there with all the Oilers. And he skates into Miller, and they're going to tussle. Hendricks and Biesca. No one getting really any punches in yet. And one punch drops Biesca there. That was a hard one from Hendricks, and he takes him down. That gives us some momentum there. Yeah, pretty cheap play there. Didn't really slow down. But the player defending him just got taken down by Hendrickson, and I don't know what that fan's doing in there, because he just won that fight. But here we are in the second period, right off the opening faceoff. Nugent Hopkins skating in, he shoots, and he will score his third of the series in 2 games, and he puts Edmonton up by 1 here. Just 31 seconds in, and that one's assisted by Schultz, not Faust this time. But whoever it's assisted by, it got us up 1-0 over Vancouver here in this game 2. Miller was not left on his butt there, but still similar goal to his first 2. We're looking to build off that. We have a 2-0 lead here halfway through the second, and Pouliot skating it in. He shoots, and a nice save by Miller there, and Vancouver's breaking it out. They have a 2-on-2 here. 2-on-1 now. He shoots, and that one tips off Faust and enters the net. 2-1 now. Edmonton still has a lead over Vancouver halfway, more than halfway into this second period. Scored by Nick Bonino, and that goal will give Vancouver some momentum here. They haven't done so well for their home crowd, and they're looking to make a comeback here in this one. So a relatively savable shot there for Faust, but he lets it sneak past. We still have the lead, though. Here, with under a minute left in the second period, Vancouver is breaking it out of the zone, and they are breaking it in. And there's another weak goal with 2.1 seconds left. Oh, just had to hold him for 2 seconds. But unfortunately, we cannot, and Vancouver just tied it up. We have a brand new puck game. Yeah, that one just snuck by Faust again. He's letting up a lot of those so far in this series. He didn't cover the entire side of the net, and that proves costly for us, as it is now tied. So I'll move on here early in the third period. That's Jordan Eberle breaking in. He gets right past the defender. Backhand shoots, and he will score. There's his first of the playoffs, and it puts us up by one yet again over Vancouver. Another early goal at the start of the period, assisted by Fane. And that was a nice move right there. He got right past the defender, goes in for the backhand, and Miller can't stop it. There you get another look, and he roofs it just like 90% of our other goals, which isn't a bad thing. We'll take him if we can get him. So here, we had an offside call here almost halfway into the second period, and there you can see we're out shooting Vancouver by 7, 21-14, and Vancouver breaks the puck out. But we gain possession, break-in shot, save from Miller. But we keep the puck in the zone. Nugent Hopkins shoots, and he will score. That's his fourth, and his second two-goal game of this series, which is only in its second game. Assisted by Hall and Fane yet again. And it puts us up by 2 again. He collects that rebound off a shot from Hall, and he buries it in the back of the net. Miller couldn't have stopped that one probably. And that gives us a 2-goal lead again. So we hold on for the win there tonight, and we are now up in this series 2-0 over Vancouver, and we will be moving on to Edmonton. So here you can see some highlights. Tough goal given up there by Miller. That was one that we didn't show. Another goal by Nugent Hopkins. And there are some of the few Edmonton fans hanging out in this crowd. Not really much for Vancouver fans to be excited about so far in this series, and there is Nugent Hopkins' goal again, as we win this one 6-3. So we could be looking at a sweep here. It's not out of the question, but we got to focus on winning Game 3 first. So there you see. Look at some of the series again. Haven't changed, I don't think. Well, anyways, we could be facing either LA or Nashville in the next round, and then if we beat either of those teams, we could end up playing Chicago, St. Louis, Minnesota, or Dallas. And right now, it's looking like Chicago, out of all those, could probably advance that far. Right now, Pittsburgh has a 2-0 lead over Toronto. Islanders 1 over Rangers. Boston's 2-0 over Florida. So we'll just have to see how this all plays out here in the long run. So Vancouver hasn't really put up really much of a fight here lately, so we'll see how and if they can turn the tables here as we move on into Edmonton. So thank you guys for watching, and until next time, this is Hunt Kazi Gaming.